What's up, guys? It's Mike for SimRacing604 and welcome back to rFactor 2. You are looking at the Moyoda Hypercar 2021 for rFactor 2. This is a paid mod for RF2 and it comes to us courtesy of a joint development project between United Racing Design and Advanced Simulation Modding. For those not aware, United Racing Design has been in the sim racing mod scene for years, and they brought us some truly fantastic cars in that time. Their recent Assetto Corsa efforts included the Corvette C8R and the 2021 Porsche 911 RSR, and also a new Porsche Cup car, and this Toyota Hypercar. So Advanced Simulation is a modding team I'm less familiar with, but they low-key snuck in what is, in my opinion, the best mod of 2021 with their recreation of the Baikal LMP1 for rFactor 2. If you haven't tried that, please do yourself a favor and go try it right now. But the two parties teamed up to convert the Moyoda Hypercar, aka the Toyota GR010 Hybrid, from Assetto Corsa to rFactor 2. The GR010 Hybrid is Toyota's entry into the current top tier of Le Mans race cars, the Hypercar class. And winning in the WEC series is of course nothing new to Toyota. They kept that tradition alive in 2021 with the debut of this car. The two GR010 entries won every single race in WEC last year, including the 24 Hours of Le Mans. And the car itself is very interesting. It's powered by a 3.5 liter V6 engine, which is mid-mounted and mated to a 7-speed paddle-shifted transmission. And that V6 engine produces about 670 horsepower in combination with a hybrid system. And some of you might recognize right away that this is a problem for rFactor 2 because they don't emulate hybrid systems. So what we have instead is just a modified power band. So you'll see that when I get out on track. Once it passes a certain speed threshold, you get this extra kick, and you can enter your own VTEC memes at this point. But it's done by way of fuel mixtures, so you can adjust fuel mixtures. There's various modes: safety car, lean, race, and quali, and we'll get into all that when we get that out on track. So I'm going to do some laps at Spa Francorchamps. I've thrown a few GTE cars out there and a few other hypercars. Not sure if I'll see them or not, but yeah, just a good chance for me to stretch the car's legs a bit and show you guys how it races. Let's get out there. Alright guys, so here we are at Spa. Just gonna cycle through my engine modes here. As you can see, oh, you might not be able to see, I might be obstructing it with my camera, but there's a qualified engine mixture, race, lean, and safety car. So I'm going to keep it at safety car, which is obviously the lowest. And just keep it like that until we get the tires warmed up, and then we will be off. And for reference here with these Le Mans Hypercars at Spa during the 6 hours of Spa last year, the pole time was a 2 minutes, 0.7. And it was surprisingly close between the generations of top-level WEC. So LMP1 Hypercar, there was different speculation on how far apart they would be, and actually Hypercar bought it pretty close, considering there's a pretty substantial difference in overall power. But yeah, the Hypercar is very, very quick. Of course, LMP2 is still competing. The LMP2 is not far behind the Hypercars, so it's a good mix in WEC. I should have decent heat, so I'm going to switch it over to race mode now. Something to watch for is the power band. It's kind of interesting in this car, so you won't necessarily notice it in the lower gears, but when I get to 5th, you should see kind of a speed burst somewhere. It's hard to tell with RPMs, but high in the RPM range, you all of a sudden get this blast of power, which I'm guessing is designed to sort of emulate the hybrid powertrain. Whoa. Alright, low aero package is in full effect. I need to take it a little easier for Eau Rouge. So I think the Hypercar is a better fit for rFactor 2 than LMP1 would be, because of course with no proper hybrid powertrains in RF2, the hybrid and the standard engine here in these Hypercars, they work sort of in tandem rather than in LMP1 where they're sort of distinct systems. So far easier to emulate the power band here in the Hypercar. Alright, no reason not to go quali here, so switch it up one more engine mode. Again, that low aero package, just sliding sideways on the track there. And there are actually 7 gears on tap. I think I haven't got to 7th yet. I should up the Kevel straight, especially with quali mode turned on. At the top of your screen there, switching from race to quali, already up 4/10. Be a little bit more careful through Eau Rouge here, and again, we've got sideways on me. I should have kept 5th gear there. That's fine, still getting used to the car. Catching up to one of my favorite cars in all of sim racing. The 488 GTE in rFactor 2. Brilliant car. So yeah, thoughts on the Moyoda? It's great. Feels awesome. I think the partnership between United Racing Design and Advanced Simulations, it's worked out fantastic. I'm a fan of both teams. I think their combined work is turned out really great. Like to see maybe some updates. I don't know what the deal is behind the scenes, if this was just sort of a gentleman's agreement and each team would put its best foot forward and sell a few more units, I don't know. But if there is any money changing hands for services, I would love to see Advanced Simulations put their work into improving some of the old United Racing Design work for rFactor 2. Because URD did do rFactor 2 content long ago, but has since moved on to different things, but some of them are due for an update, so it'd be great to have Advanced Simulations take that on, if at all possible. Alright, got a little bit of clear space ahead of me here. Should get a good run. Gonna try and keep Eau Rouge a little bit cleaner this time. And not much better if I'm being honest. 2:08 last time around, so not a great lap. Probably loaded up too many GTE cars here. Blue flag, boys, blue flag, let's go. But yeah, fun little car to drive for sure. Whoa, whoa. Thought I had it. Oh, wow. If you look up ugly overtakes in the dictionary, that should be the newest and most accurate entry. Yeah, definitely a fun little car. It's got so much power. Handling is, I mean, I'm in some sort of low downforce package right now, so it's a bit squirrely on the high speed corners, but overall it feels much more like a GTE car or a GT3 car than the LMP cars. So it's like a very high horsepower, very high downforce version of that. Handling is incredible. Alright, here we go. We've got real estate to work with here. I know we can do better than that 2085. Seventh gear just because. Very wide track limits there at the wall. Oh, excuse me, at no name corner. Missed that apex by about 7 car widths. Threw that lap away. Would have been in the 205s, I believe. I'm catching up to somebody here. I don't know if it'll help me or hurt me. Or maybe not. Maybe they're in the pits. So we might get one more clean lap, which I will make the final lap. Yeah, looks like clear seas ahead. Someday I will take Eau Rouge flat in this car. Today is not that day. Good lap so far. Too much speed. Up 2.5 and climbing. Now it's kind of falling off. Alright, keep it between the lines here, Mike. So we'll finish some 4 seconds ahead, so 204-ish, 204.3. Still several seconds off pole pace, but decent just the same. So yeah, the Moyoda, a lot of fun, and it's cool to have the Le Mans Hypercars now in rFactor 2, so well done to United Racing Design and Advanced Simulation on this partnership. Turned out great, and thank you guys for watching.